Welcome back, Guardians, to another Destiny video, and in this video I'm going to be explaining the tactics we used to beat Crota in hard raid mode. I will have like a big chunk of just the raid, so there's not going to be me talking, it's just going to be the rest of the fight that you can see, but I'm going to go through things that we went through to actually finally kill him, and then you can watch the raid and learn from what we are doing. So I was on boomer or night duty where you have to snipe them specifically, but everyone was doing that at one time because a lot of things change in the hard raid. So firstly, before we get into it, it took us 5 hours just on Crota to finally get this done, and we struggled. So don't expect this to be an instant fix on how to beat Crota. You still have to put in the time, you still have to put in the work. Firstly, we had everyone who was level 32. We had 3 people with maxed out Galahorns, and I believe 2 people with maxed out Icebreakers, and then the Sword Bearer. So, as well as their own guns as well, like Fatebringers, etc, etc. So how we done it was, firstly, the first room is the Crystal Room. The difference with this area, for one, there's no Chalice of Light, so any damage you take, you will have to stay that way for the rest of the fight, unless you use something like the Suros or the Red Death, or you pick up orbs using the right type of armor, which is what we were doing. That's why you see me put down my shield a lot, because I'm getting my health back and dropping orbs to other people. So everyone has to work together to drop orbs for each other, and to call out that you need to kill someone specifically, like a Frau, to get your health back. So that is very, very important, communication. But once you get through the first area, it's not any different from what you already know, just that the enemies are harder. The Knights are now Hollowed Knights, and the Acolytes are a higher level. So it's exactly the same. Kill everyone on the right and left, and go to the left of the thing. Now what you want to do is stand in this left hand room until everyone is together and ready to go. Because once you go outside the door, it triggers the fight, and it triggers specifically the Knights to come in the top left hand corner. So I usually put down my shields, people can get their orbs and get the weapons of light, and then every single person shoots both the Hallowed Knights down and gets rid of them. After that is the first major change. Instead of a third knight which jumps onto the bridge, it's actually now a wizard. So what we usually do with this is we call out the wizard, wait for it to go to the middle, and have one person sniping, me, and everyone else firing rockets at it, because you need to get that wizard down as quick as possible. Because once you get the Sword Bearer down, and the Sword Bearer is trying to get up to smash Crota, you can't shoot Crota with that wizard in the way, because your Galahorn will explode on the wizard and not hit Crota, meaning your Sword Bearer will die. So make sure the wizard is down before you take down the Sword Bearer. Now, after you kill the wizard, there's a bigger period of time till the Hallowed Knights come back. So after you kill the wizard, you need to get that Sword Bearer down as quick as possible, and the Sword Bearer to go and jump on this rock to the left, which you can see happening during this fight. At this point, you want the 3 people with Galahorns to fire 1 Galahorn each. That will take down Crota's shield instantly, and you need to time it right with your team and tell them when you're shooting, etc, etc. It doesn't hurt if one of the other people, like myself who was shooting boomers, take the occasional shot just to put a little bit more damage on Crota, just to make sure he goes into that knee. Now again, it's all about timing and getting to Crota in the nick of time, but Crota actually stands up a lot faster than he did, so you can't do the bigger combos. What we were doing, the exotic Doug, the new Dougie Shuffle, was slash slash slam, and if you were there perfect bang on time as he was going into his knee, it would be slash slash slam slam and then run away. You do this twice, so you knock him down once, you do that combo, you knock him down again, you do that combo again. After the first sword, you carry on back with the Knights and the wizard, and then you get the second sword. Once you get the second sword, you do the same thing and get Crota down twice, and then after that the ogres are about to come. I've got to mention something else as well, which I will in a minute. When the ogres come, instead of going down the middle hallway, that is not what you want to do, because of the thing I forgot to mention, the gatekeeper. Now the gatekeeper is the same as the gatekeepers from the bridge, where you can only take them down with a sword. You want to avoid this guy at all costs, so going down the middle isn't a smart idea, because he will chase you down there, because most of the fight he stands at the top of the stairs. So you just want to leave him there, everyone to go up the stairs into the main room where the crystal is. Now, if you've timed it right, Crota should be coming over to the left where all you guys are sniping and such things. So you just want to stay there in that room, shoot all the Frowls that are coming in until Crota goes back to the middle. Once he goes back to the middle, you want to run over to the left, snipe the boomers and snipe the wizard, and carry on with what you were doing with the sword bearer. Now, the sword bearer himself is a little bit stronger, takes a little bit more damage, and the gatekeeper that can follow him around is impossible for you to shoot and kill. It's great to have titans with suppressor grenades to blind these enemies so that they run away, but if you're lucky, you'll get the gatekeeper in a position where he just won't do anything other than stand by the middle hallway. So it's just rinse and repeat from there until you get close to the end. Now, the new mechanic with the Crota's end raid is that Crota has a secondary enraged period, and it's when you get to a certain amount of health. Now, the best way to describe this is about 1/5 of his total health. Once you hit that trigger, he will start to enrage and summon oversouls over and over again. If you've timed this right and you have the sword right next to him, you can actually just have every single person shoot at Crota to get him down into his knee as he's turning enraged, and the person with the sword can literally beat the living hell out of him and kill him. And you'll see that that's what happens with us. So basically, you have to figure out your method to get him down to a health which is just over 1/5, so you don't trigger his enrage. And then if you want to play it safe, you can have everyone use their supers near the rock, so there's loads of orbs there for the swordbearer to pick up and do the supercharges as he's jumping up for the last time. If Crota goes enraged, it's not the end of the fight. As soon as you go enraged, everyone just stop shooting everything, no boomers, no Frowls, leave them all, leave the oversoul, and just shoot Crota down. Hopefully the sword is in the hands of the person who's whacking out Crota, and even though he's doing the oversoul, you can still knock him down and take him out. So, gameplay in the background for the rest of this. I hope you enjoy it. We finally beat him. I got absolutely nothing other than the shader. I got the glow hue shader, the cryptographic shader, a Titan helmet which I've already got, which is actually worse than the one I've got, and then I got Radiant Energy and Radiant Shards. So I wasn't too happy. I didn't really want to record this video because I was so angry about spending 5 hours to get absolutely nothing. But you know, it's part of the game, unfortunately. So if you do manage to beat Crota, let me know what you get in the comment section below. This is how we done it. Might not work for everyone. Hopefully it does. So yeah, drop a like, leave some comments, leave some feedback. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video.